All right. Well, first let
So
me say this. So I have two copies of Iron Maiden Monopoly. So
yeah,
copy number one, I am never opening. So this is
never.
like front of the box,
It's
back of the box.
when they bury you, you're gonna get one of those drawers, and that's where you're gonna put the Monopoly, and you're gonna close it.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have a lot of shirts and stuff, so we're gonna have to figure where everything's gonna go. But look, I'll be honest. Monopoly is like a big collector's thing. So if you have like an unopened Monopoly,
Mm-hmm.
like
Hey.
Law and Order Monopoly goes for like $500 on eBay if it's not like
Mm-hmm.
open. So you know, years from now, I might have a big decision to make. Do I want to part with this for like a nice
Okay.
sum of money, or do I need to like keep it forever? Because I can keep the one we're gonna open forever. But this, my intention was to buy two, and to keep one
Mm-hmm.
forever sealed. Should
Smart.
we start actually with the? Should we start with the?
I say let's rip this puppy open.
Okay, you don't even want to look at the box. You want to like jump right into this
Well,
because
once we rip it open, we can start looking at things.
okay. So this one is never being opened. Okay,
Okay. Are
now
you using a knife or scissors?
I,
Oh,
I have
look at
a
you. Oh,
very there's a
jeez.
very sharp knife to me. If I'm injured, I need to know if the Metal Voices insurance covers, cuts or dismemberments or anything like that. Like what kind of
We
insurance?
have no insurance.
No
There's
insurance.
no
I'm gonna have to be
insurance.
careful.
And
So,
it'd be cool to see you bleed live.
well, it'd be very metal, wouldn't it?
It would be.
All right. So
Unless you faint.
I'm not a fainter. So
You know what I could do? I could do a full screen on that shot. Hold on. Let's see if I could do this.
the
So you get
plastic is
more.
off.
Wait. Hold on. I'm going to try to get a full screen.
All right.
Here.
I can't see what you're doing, so I could only see my end.
Okay.
So the plastic,
Show the plastic is off. I want to see the plastic in your hands. Oh
plastic
boy.
is off.
Look at that.
Kids, don't play with plastic.
That's right.
Didn't they used to say that? Like, this is not a toy.
This is not a toy.
They used to say that on the plastic. So
Let's see if I could get the other screen on the board.
plastic,
Okay, I think I got it. Okay,
plastic.
here we go. Let your hands do the talking now.
All right. So do we want to go over the cover? I can
Yes.
So I think the cover is kind of cool. If I kind of here, I'll kind of place it a little bit so it's a little bit better for everybody.
Mhm.
So I think the cover is kind of cool. You have Eddies from different generations. I see Book of Souls Eddie. I see Senjutsu Eddie, Seventh Son Eddie, Trooper Eddie. Front and center, you have the Somewhere in Time Eddie. Bit of everything. And then if you kind of, there's all kinds of planes in the background. There's the Iron Maiden kind of Flight 666 plane. There's the, whatever is it, a Spitfire, the Aces High plane. If you look at some of the street signs, you have kind of Donington this way, Rio that way, Long Beach, referring to kind of some of the live albums. So, I think like a lot of things, if we would kind of get deep into the cover, there's all kinds of probably little things here that we haven't noticed. There's an arena in the background with the Future Past tour live in concert. So the box is pretty nice. And then I'll flip it over just for the back of the box, because the back of the box kind of gives, an overview of, I guess, what the board looks like, which we'll see live in a second. So, there's just different cards and on a board that looks like the properties represent the different albums. There's some Eddie money. We'll get into this in a second, but of course the tokens, the game pieces are always customized to the kind of Monopoly. So we take the sucker out. Maybe start with the board.
Let's open her up.
All right.
Bring her out.
All right. Like literally, I have not opened this before.
What does it smell like? Tell me what it smells like.
It smells like a new game. It smells like
I like that smell. I like that new smell.
New game smell. So here we go. I'm gonna open the board.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll put this down. Well, before what, somebody mentioned the rule book. So first and foremost, you do have a rule book here.
Yep.
And I guess it's the regular rules of Monopoly. But I will say, every house I grew up in always has, or visited, there always seems to be different Monopoly rules. So let's see. So, pretty sprawling set of instructions. And it says houses and hotels. So houses and hotels are renamed arenas and stadiums.
Okay.
Game board spaces and corresponding title deed cards feature Iron Maiden albums. All property values the same as the original game.
Yeah.
You have Feeling Lucky cards.
Ooh.
The tokens are an albatross, an amp stack, a flying helmet, Nico's
Oh
drum kit,
boy.
the Wasted Years computer, and Steve's bass are the game pieces. We'll see those in a second. And there's the open the box cards. Those are like, I guess it's chance and community chest in a regular Monopoly game.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so like basically you have the rules, the rule book.
Where's the old man with a bag of money? Like what's that represented by? Eddie, I guess.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Okay, let's keep going.
Play the rules. So
I see we have 2 dice, which makes 2 dice.
Yeah, I'll start with the board though.
Good news.
Let's go over the board. Okay, so
let's go over the board.
I'll open the board. I'll put it here.
Okay.
Let's
see what we got.
Board is being open.
Oh boy.
This for a second.
You see everybody out there in the world, in the internet world, you see how we set this up? This way you can enjoy the experience of the open box or the unboxing.
Yes.
On 2 screens.
We somewhat rehearsed this. So, and you have Go, like a normal Monopoly board.
That's
and
right.
Well, Jimmy, so I can see like each property is an album.
Yeah.
And I can see that we start with Iron Maiden and then we go to Killers and then we go to Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, and Power Slave. So I was hoping the more expensive properties would be the better albums and the cheaper properties would be the worst albums. But instead, they've just done it in chronological order. And
let me ask you this. When you go to jail, is Paul Diano there? Just confirm that with me, please.
Well, you know what? If you look really closely, I'll try and zoom in here. I mean,
is that Paul Diano? Oh, it's the same guy. It's the same guy from Monopoly.
It looks a little Diano-like, I thought. No, maybe? No?
It's the same guy from the original.
All right.
Mr. Butterfingers.
Probably didn't want to offend anybody, right? So,
yeah.
But so I kind of wish, but that would have been really open to can of worms for debate. Like if they put like, let's say the 2 Blaze albums, the 2 cheap properties, that might not have gone over well.
No,
and then
does Blaze represented on the board? Is his albums there?
Yes. So right here, the red property, we have the X Factor and we have Virtual 11.
Good. I'm happy to hear.
Followed by Ed Hunter. So it really looks like the properties are all of the releases, including live albums, including kind of box sets.
Do you see Made in Japan anywhere?
No, I have to say we go from Iron Maiden to Killers.
Yeah.
And then we go to Number of the Beast. Yeah, so no Made in Japan.
I see Peace of Mind. I see Power Slave.
Yeah. Do you want me to turn the board a little bit?
Yeah, turn the board.
Like when you turn the corner. Chance is Feeling Lucky. And Community Chest is Open the Box.
They could have got a little more creative on Open the Box.
You have a merch stand here. Now, I don't remember on original Monopoly, this space here. Here it's called the merch stand. Wonder what it was on regular Monopoly. I can't remember.
Merch stand, I would think that's like a chance card or a community chest.
No, it was something else, I think.
What else can it be? Utilities.
Somebody look at their, it might be one of those things. Yeah, there were utilities. It's probably utilities, the merch stand.
Like a faucet.
Yeah.
Oh, then there's also railroads, right? You got to remember there's railroads too.
Yeah, so the railroads here seem to be airplane hangars and stuff. So it looks like
Eddie.
Yeah, you have Ed Force One,
Ed
Force One, and they're different names. So yeah, and then actually one of them is the Green Goddess. It looks like it's like a truck or a van they used to use in the old days. So
the Green Goddess, the Green Machine
are forms of transportation. So, but the board is a pretty sharp board. It looks like the middle of the board is kind of like a representation of the box.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, you got all the album covers. So I mean,
I see there's a box set over there in red.
A trooper stand. There's a trooper beer stand here. I'm going to give it another turn.
Another turn.
So after, free parking is. I was hoping jail and free parking that they might get a little more original and do something different.
Is that an electric vehicle or is that just an old-fashioned vehicle? To me, it looks like a steam car. Steam engines.
It looks like a buggy. looks like a London taxi cab.
A red cab.
Red, yeah.
And we see that policeman.
But I like
policeman. It's the same old policeman from the original Monopoly.
We have a trooper stand here. I like that. I like that we have a trooper.
I like that. Okay, good.
Okay. And then I'll give it one more turn.
And there's a police guy, right? Go to jail.
Yeah. And see, remember in between Boardwalk and Park Place, there was always if you landed on the spot, you have to pay a lot. So here
the taxes, yes.
Here it's recording fee. So you have to pay a recording fee of $100.
Yeah. Blimey.
Interesting.
You know, I learned some lingo in London that Tanvir taught me. You know, he
Well,
taught me blimey and cricky, and this place is crazier than Piccadilly Circus.
okay. So Jim, what do you want to do next?
Yes.
You want to do some of the cards? Do you want to do what do you want to do?
What I want to do is I want to take a look at some cards. Maybe we could do a couple rounds.
Well, we have stuff we need to open before we get there.
Okay. But this way we can experiment, right?
So we got money. So we have like again,
And
not
and you know what? Since we're on the British topic, you know how they say exit?
no, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
Way out.
Jimmy, stay on point, would you?
No, but way out. That's how they say exit, right, Tanvir? Like we have when you're leaving a facility, it says exit. Like that's where you exit, but they go way out.
So we have money here. We have money. It looks like Senjutsu Eddie on the fives. Weren't there ones in the original game? There's no ones. There are ones.
Ones are onesies. They're coins.
So we have ones, fives.
£5.
We have ones.
Onesies, yeah. I don't know what they call ones.
So it's all the same Eddie on all the money, and it would seem just to be just different colors. Tens.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
20s. And you get the picture. I don't think any.
Do you know how they say takeout in London? Or they don't say takeout. I go, I need some takeout. They go, what? What you talking about? I go, takeout. It's takeaway.
Takeaway. All right.
Takeaway. Makes sense, but it's weird.
Okay. So I got all the money. We got the money. Now we're gonna look at the properties, okay. And then I want to look at the tokens because the real thing that differentiates every Monopoly set is the tokens.
The tokens, yeah.
All right. So let's unpack the cards.
You know, every time you unpack, you lose value of your game.
Well, that's why there's one that's same.
Right there, you just like ripped open $1,000. Okay, what do we got?
Okay, so first we have three things here. We have the open the box cards.
Mm-hmm.
We have the feeling lucky cards.
Yeah, I'm feeling lucky today.
All right, so feeling lucky is the equivalent of chance. And see what I was really hoping for. You know how like the chance cards in a Monopoly game
mm-hmm.
are kind of, whatever. You landed on whatever, pay $200. You know, it's yes. Like, but here they're Maiden related. So your first record in 6 years, advance to Senjutsu. Iron Maiden's gonna get you. Advance to the Green Goddess. If you pass go, collect 200.
Yes.
One of your album goes gold. Collect $150. So it's just like the real music business.
Yeah.
You get $150 if your record goes gold.
150.
Yeah. Advanced. It's Eddie's first time on a CD-ROM. Advance to Ed Hunter. If you pass go, collect 200. Who let Eddie drive? Go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. One of your albums goes platinum. Collect 200. One of your albums goes silver. Collect 50. That's very UK because in North America we only have gold and platinum albums.
No, I think they have silver too.
No, it's a European thing. It's a UK thing. Eddie trashed the backstage area. For each arena, pay a fee of $25. And for each stadium, pay a fee of $100. Get out of jail free. The door was left ajar. You're running free. So get it.
There you go. Little reference
card.
there.
It's not a get out of jail free card. You had a successful show in Long Beach. Advance to Live After Death.
Scream for me, Long Beach.
After party, drinks are on you. Pay each player $50.
Oh, that's cool.
Bad weather. Ed Force 1 diverted. Go back 3 spaces.
Go back to Panama.
Sooty has been ransomed. pay $15. Advance to the nearest transportation, if unowned, whatever, if owned, whatever, and same thing. So I'm happy to see that the chance cards are feeling lucky cards, but they didn't just repeat the stuff in Monopoly. It's Maiden themed. So that's kind of cool. So those are the chance cards, which
Nice.
I guess, see, there used to be slots for them in Monopoly games. I guess we'll just put them there. And then the community chest is open the box.
Mm-hmm.
The judge bought tickets for the show. Get out of jail free. Take the crew out for dinner. Pay $50 to every player. Trooper Beer has a good year. Receive $100.
Missed the show date. Lost the $10,000.
Your tour merch is sold out. Collect $100.
Whoa.
Night out with the crew. Pay $50 per player. The venue has been upgraded. Collect $20. Eddie's spa day. Pay $100. You broke the noise curfew at the show. Go to jail. Go directly to jail.
Oh, jeez.
Eddie appears in a TV ad. Receive $25.
Royalties.
Crew member's birthday. Pass the hat. Collect $10 from every player. Added shows to the tour. Collect $100. Great show. You get a bonus. $50. Great fans. Double encore. Collect $10. Oof. Eddie's rider demands. Pay $40 per arena. Pay $115 per stadium.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cheap.
No, but if you have like, let's say you own a bunch of properties and have like 3 or 4 arenas or a stadium, that could be a pretty steep tax. Sold out festival, advance to go, collect $200. And sold out stadium tour, collect $200. So love that the cards are music and Maiden themed cards.
Okay.
Any comments, any questions today, Jim?
Well, you know what? Let's see. Let's take a look at the old chat here. Guys, you have any questions? The smell of the board? Is there any sort of curiosity? And there are still 2 dice. There's no freaky stuff.
Yeah, and I will say this isn't too exciting. The houses and hotels and the dice look the same as a Monopoly game. They're just calling them arenas and stadiums, but they're really houses.
They look like houses, and yeah.
So that's a little bit of a disappointment that they couldn't go kind of more authentic with that. So
the tokens. Okay, Tanvir wants to see the tokens. Let's pull out the tokens, please.
All right. So we have 6 tokens.
Okay, let's see here.
Tanvir,
why don't you jump on? Jump on the show. I'll send you the link. I think I could do that.
They're heavy. These are like this is like the real
heavy
deal.
Metal, my friend. Heavy metal. That's the way we roll.
These are heavy metal tokens. Actually, a couple of them are a little flimsy, but a couple of them are bigger. Are we waiting for Tanvir, or am I going to keep going with this?
I don't know. Keep going. I'll invite him.
Because it's late there. He might be in his pajamas or something.
Doesn't
All right.
matter.
So the tokens. We have Steve's bass guitar.
Hey, look, that's nice.
So, that would go right on go if you were Steve's bass guitar. You have Nico's drum set.
It's cool. I like that.
Better than a hat, right?
Of course.
I always like being the hat or the car. Token number.
I'd like to be the thumbnail.
Token number 3 is an albatross.
Very nice.
So, story of what not to do if a bird shits on you, remember? Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. Okay, I like this one. This is the Aces High flight helmet.
Nice.
My big fingers are obscuring it. Then we have, kind of a stack of amps.
Mm-hmm.
And then the final token would be the kind of the wasted years time machine. I like that. Some nice detail there, actually.
I sent Tanvir an invite. Check your messenger.
All right. So we got stadiums, we got arenas, we got dice, we got money with Eddie on it. Mm-hmm. We have feeling lucky and open the box cards. We have the board, we have the tokens, and the only thing that we haven't yet gone through are the property deeds.
Yeah.
Which are some nice cards. So you have Senjutsu. And then, so you have the image on one side, and then you have kind of the information that Sinju, the rent is $50, but it's $200 if there's an arena, $600 if there's 2 arenas, $1,400 if there's 3 arenas, $1,700 with 4 arenas, and if you have a stadium on Senjutsu, $2,000. Arenas cost $200 each if you're building it there, and the stadiums cost $200 each. So it would cost you $1,000 if you had to build 4 arenas and then a stadium. So Senjutsu is actually the most expensive property.
So that's your boardwalk and Park Place.
Senjutsu is boardwalk, and Knights of the Dead, because like I said, they are including live albums, is your Park Place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I guess we keep going backwards. So then, the green properties were always, I used to, when I played Monopoly, Jimmy, I let other people get after Park Place and Boardwalk. I like to go for like the second.
You go for the green.
Yeah, the green, the yellow. There was still, I wasn't gonna. It's still good real estate. I'm in kind of the real estate business, and it's still prime real estate. So I think the green.
And I was more like the slums. I was more like the slumlord.
Yeah, like the slums though, they don't cost you much, but they don't really earn you much revenue.
Yeah,
so
I just evict everybody.
Yeah, it's more of a, it's not worth your time. So you got Book of Souls, Final Frontier, and the Somewhere Back in Time compilation album. Those are like the second most expensive properties.
Gotcha.
I don't know why I'm putting them on the board, but I got no places to put them. Then, as you round the corner back towards the beginning, we have A Matter of Life and Death, Dance of Death, and Brave New World. Those are the
12 pack is saying the tokens are too small. Let me see how big. I mean, put it in your hand. I want to see what the
what I'll see. I mean, they're
okay. Let me see. Bring it up a little bit. They are kind of small, but it could be just because of the screen too.
The drum set, the helmet, and the stack of amps, and even the time machine are decent size. I'll say Steve's bass is ridiculously tiny.
That's a little bass.
Like if I put that in my hand. If I put that in my hand, that's really
that you can lose that.
That's that's easy. Like a small child will eat this. Do not play Iron Maiden Monopoly with a small child, or they will eat that face. Yeah, and the albatross is kind of flimsy too.
Yeah.
But honestly, I gotta say, like the flight helmet, the amps, the drum set, and I really like the time. I think I want to be the time machine if we play, Jimmy. I want to be the Wasted Years time machine.
Well, if Tanvir jumps on, we could have a round. We could play around, but he's not jumping on. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there.
Well, you know what? I hated being the banker, so I don't really want to count out the money, if I'm honest about it.
You could roll some dice and get going here.
If I continue with the cards, you got Ed Hunter. The cards are kind of spiffy, I got to say. Virtual 11 and the X Factor. It's like having playing cards of every Iron Maiden album. Kind of neat. Then we got a real live one. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? There's a real live one, but there is no real dead one in the game. So why wouldn't they just do a real live dead one? And there's no live at Donington either.
So there's no Made in Japan either.
We have a real live one, Fear of the Dark and No Prayer for the Dying are like the orange properties. So, a little lack of authenticity there, but I guess there's only so many properties. You got to cut something out. Then I'm actually appalled that like Seventh Son, Somewhere in Time, and Live After Death are like relatively cheap properties.
Okay, let's bring on Tanvir. Tanvir.
Tanvir's coming on.
There he is. Now we can play a game. Now we can seriously play a game here. No more monkey business. What's going on here?
Tanvir, welcome to today's episode.
Whatever, he's not on yet. Hold on, we're getting.
No, I'm on. Hi, Perrin.
Welcome to Men Behaving Like Children.
Something's amiss.
Jimmy, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me clearly? Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're ready to go.
I welcomed Tanvir to today's episode of Men Behaving Like Children.
Okay. Get out the dice. Let's play this puppy.
Okay. So
what do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want to be, Tanvir?
Well, I missed the whole token thing. So
okay, quickly. There's a base. There's a base.
So my least favorite token, because it's so small, like you see it in my hand, it's kind of tiny, is Steve Harris' base. So
is it small or your hand's big?
Well, both, but it is quite small. So the first recommendation I had for people is do not play this with small children because there's a chance your child may eat Steve Harris's base and then poop it out. So that's not good. We don't want that to happen. Then the second smallest token, but not as small, is the albatross. So I think anyone who knows Maiden well knows the significance of the albatross. Bruce
Impressive wingspan.
Yeah, Bruce often starting the song live with, here's the story of what not to do if a bird shits on you. Then I really like the rest of them. The rest of them are kind of more sturdy, I have to say. So you have
I missed the thimble. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I could see a thimble, like a metal thimble of some sort.
Aces High flight helmet.
Oh, what's the Perrin, what's the material? Is it do they feel heavy? Do they feel?
No, it's not plastic. It's metal. They're definitely some kind of a metal, a light metal.
Wow, that's good.
But yeah, they're not plastic. Then we have
might have to get this straight away now.
Then we have amps. We have some amps. That's normal for a rock and roll Monopoly set. That's pretty simple.
Is there a certain logo on the amp at all, or is it just plain?
No, because they're
Peavy or Marshall. What do we
product
have?
placement. No product placement.
There isn't.
Someone
Okay.
would have to pay for that, I would think.
Fair enough.
Okay, so
Same with
pick
Nico's
your
drum set. You know, Nico. We have a Nico's drum set, but there is no endorsement on it. There is no endorsement, but that's a nice. I have to say that's a pretty nice piece.
Mhm.
And then my personal favorite is the Wasted Years Time Machine.
That will be yours. I'm going to be the base. Tanvir,
like
what do you like to be?
I'll be the albatross.
Oh, okay.
Very
nice. Okay.
They have an impressive wingspan. So
Good.
So
I'll be
we
the
have-
little base.
So we have a base, we have an albatross, and we have a time machine. Perfect. Let me get
Okay.
these properties off the
Right.
board.
Okay.
Again,
And
everyone.
we shall begin. K-Man, do you want to play? Do you want to play, K-Man?
oh, you got to get the K-Man on.
I
You gotta get.
I think K-Man was railing against the commerciality of
Oh,
all this.
jeez.
So
He didn't
Oh.
stop today.
he's not happy with KK, and he's not happy.
K-Man,
with
let's see. Let's
Maiden.
get you on.
Just
Killing
no
everything.
gang, guys. When I play Monopoly at home, the wife and the kids rally against me. So let's make sure that doesn't happen here.
Well,
Okay.
I'm curious to play with you guys because
Don't let the wife and kids
I'm a
in the room.
I'm a ruthless player, and whenever we played at home, the kids wound up in tears, and the wife wound up mad at me. I actually don't like playing Monopoly with my family because it always winds up in a fight. Always. I'm apparently obnoxious. I'm a bad winner. My son steals money from my daughter.
I can see that. Yeah. Yep.
So what's different then, Perrin?
Yeah, my wife isn't. She's a nurse. She's not a business person, so she's very kind of emotional and caring when she plays, and I'm ruthless and heartless. So it's just game night at my house never goes well. So.
Yeah, my wife is the Gordon Gecko comes out of my wife, I have to say.
That's me. That's me. So, and then I don't know if you saw before, but I love the Feeling Lucky cards to replace Chance and the Open.
I'm ready. I'm warming up. It's cold. It's cold in this basement.
Do I need
here,
to count
Tanvir,
money for you
in
guys?
Canada,
My lucky
we have
fingers.
Tanvir. We have AC in Canada. Yeah, we have AC, air conditioning in Canada. You Brits, you don't have any AC. I walk into the airport, I'm freaking sweating a storm.
Nice.
I go in the hotel lobby, I'm sweating a storm. Everywhere I go, I went in the pub. I wanted to enjoy a meal at a pub. I'm sweating. I left. It was too hot.
Do I actually have to count out money for you guys, or can we just kind of simulate this and not? Can we just pretend we all have money? Because
Pretend?
We pretend. We're gonna pretend.
Okay.
We're gonna pretend.
I didn't realize you were bankrupt, Perrin, but
Yeah.
if that's the case,
I don't
we
want to
can
be.
turn this into a charity event, or
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it could be like a charity event. There we go.
Yes.
Do we want to roll to see who goes first, or we just?
Well, I want to see if K-Man's going to jump on. K-Man, I sent you a link in Messenger. Go there and
He was
jump
watching. He
on.
was commenting. You're not just doing this on a wing and a prayer.
Well, I mean, he's got to own up to what he said about KK's priest.
what did he say about KK's priest?
Don't wind him up.
What didn't he say about KK's priest? But that's
Yeah,
not what we're talking about here.
I think
Here
K-Man
we're just
has been
playing
banned.
Monopoly.
K-Man has been banned from Tim Ripper Owens' page, from KK's priest page.
Really? Oh, Well,
If
he's-
there's such thing as the opposite of the president of the fan club, that's what K-Man is.
All right, okay, let's just begin. Let's
Okay.
get this.
Should I
Let's
roll
get
two
this.
goes first, or we just want to say?
No, we're gonna go this way.
Okay.
We'll go that way. Whatever way you want to go.
Okay, furthest from your house.
Which way
goes
does
first.
Big Ben go? We'll go that way.
Well,
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Tanvir,
roll
you're
for
our guest.
Tanvir.
You can go first.
Who,
I'm gonna
who's the
roll for
banker? Are you rolling for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. Well, unless you have dice there that you want to roll. Do you have any dice? with you?
He's so upset you're rolling for him.
Look,
It's like,
I'm gonna roll
what
on
are you
the
gonna
board.
do? Like, what are you gonna do? Like,
Saying I'm inadequate. I'm incapable of
just roll. Roll for Tanvir. Go ahead.
roll. Go on.
Tanvir got a 4, and the albatross. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Landing fee. Pay 200. You're already in the hole.
Oh, you're.
You see,
He's already out of the game.
Okay.
Perrin,
Jimmy, you're
it's
second.
supposed to
Okay,
be
I'm
a
rolling
game,
All right, go,
right?
go. I'm gonna go pretend. I'm gonna pretend.
Oh, you got
There you
a
go.
Good sound.
9.
Good sound.
9, and you're the base. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You landed on
Slave.
Power Slave. Now,
Ooh.
Nice.
on my family rule was you had to get around go once.
Okay, we don't go by your family rules. I want to buy it. I want to buy it.
You're buying Power Slave?
My family rule: we buy everything anytime.
All right. Jimmy is buying Power Slave. So
Let's just
again,
pretend I bought it.
We'll pretend that you bought it. I'm going to find
Just
Power
put a house
Slave.
on it.
I mean, you can't put a house till you have the 3 properties. Don't you know how to play Monopoly? You
All
can't
right.
build
Digital
houses.
currency, Perrin. Digital currency.
Okay, where is it? Power Slave, Power Slave, Power Slave, Power Slave. Here we go. So
Look,
Jimmy,
we're just gonna go do one round. We're gonna go.
Jimmy
one
owns
round.
Power Slave. Jimmy owns Power.
Nice.
You know what my
Nice. I
favorite
love
thing
it.
was doing when somebody had 2 properties, buying the third so they couldn't build arenas.
That's
and
just
stadiums.
that's just being mean, though, Perrin.
No,
isn't
because
it?
then you could broker exchanges.
It's a
later.
game, Perrin. It's a game. Come on, let it go. Let it go. We're just doing one round.
It's my turn. Okay, it's my turn.
All right, Perrin, here it
Watch me
goes.
land on his property straight out. So I
you
did.
got
See,
that?
mine. I just landed on his damn property.
See, that's why I bought it. That's why I bought it.
So Tanvir is minus 200.
You see,
You-
Jimmy
you
did the
were minus
clairvoyant.
100.
Then that was the clairvoyant moment.
So I owe you $8 in rent, Jimmy. You are a
Well,
slumlord.
you know what? You can just use your tap card there. Use your tap
the
card.
funny thing is, we're 1 turn in and we're all negative money. Tanvir is negative 200 because he had to pay a fee.
Don't tell the
you're
missus.
negative-
Keep it down. Keep it down.
Yeah, you're negative 120 because you bought the property, although you got
Mhm.
$8 in rent from me, and I'm minus the $8 rent. So we're all
Okay.
negative. Okay,
We're all-
back to Tanvir.
Perrin, I got a
What?
question here. How much
Yeah.
is the Maiden? How much did you pay for the Maiden game?
So I saw it online for $50, $49.99 US in a lot of places, but I found a Canadian online shop that had it for $44.99 Canadian, which is only
Wow.
like $35 US. And
That's
because
not
I'm
too
in
bad.
Canada-
And it's only
Yeah,
$20 in pounds.
Yeah, and because I'm in Canada, the shipping was only $8 for 2 sets. So
Oh,
I think
nice.
with tax and shipping, it came out to 106 Canadian for 2 sets.
Okay.
I'm
Which is-
looking up how. I bet it's a lot more over here.
Yeah.
I reckon it's going to be about £55 at least.
Yeah, well, I was surprised. I was able to find it for $44.99 Canadian because
Yeah.
it was $49.99 US. So that's I found quite a deal. And I will say a lot of the Canadian shops, they probably didn't get massive quantities, but a lot of them were sold out. A lot of the Canadian collector stores
Mhm.
were sold out of this. And even I don't know if it's on Amazon.ca, but I found a site called GameShack.ca based out of Toronto, where I actually got it in less than a week, and they seem to have a good quantity at a good price.
Perrin,
Yeah.
is it Tanvir's turn?
It's Tanvir's turn. He was
All right.
researching.
It is here actually here at retail. I'll tell you how much it is here in pounds sterling. It's you can get it for about £38, which isn't bad actually.
No,
That's
it's not
sort
bad
of
at all.
that's because they tend to be slightly more than the regular Monopoly sets, these exclusive ones. So
Yeah,
that's
definitely,
all right.
it definitely is a bit more expensive. But
Yeah.
again, I bought 2 with having the option of 5 years from now, probably being able to sell it for
You-
500.
These
you are
guys
so
right there.
never going to sell it.
I know. I say that all the
it's
time.
like
My
yeah.
wife opens my closet and like 30 Iron Maiden shirts fall out, and like, yeah, I just know I'm probably never gonna. They're probably gonna be in my coffin when I go.
I'm like the opposite, Tanvir. Like I get stuff and I go, I'm going to keep this and never unwrap it. I just unwrap it.
I still have my shirt.
Just
from the
unwrap
Power
everything.
Tour. I have my shirt from the Somewhere in Time tour. I have all of these items. The Power Slave shirt is like almost disintegrated, but my Somewhere in Time tour shirt, which I bought in '87, still is actually in fairly good condition.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm sure I could sell those. I don't even want to look at eBay what some of these shirts that I have cost, because I just don't even want to be tempted. But like you said, I probably wouldn't be tempted. I don't think I could.
Well, it's next Saturday, Maiden at the O2. So
lucky
I
man.
feel I bought that ticket. Well, I did. I bought it last year, but wow.
Stefan's going. Isn't Stefan going, Perrin?
Yeah, Stefan is on his way to. I'm not sure where he's stopping.
Is he coming to Is he coming to London, or is he staying?
I don't know if he's going to be in London, but I know he left for Europe today. I don't know where. But we'll find out. But he's going to a show someplace.
He's going to Scotland. He's going to go see a show there, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, because he was wondering if he might run into K-Man. So back to the game. So it's Tanvir's turn. I'm rolling for Tanvir.
A good roll.
He's really not getting big numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're all on Power Slave. I guess we all love Power Slave. I love Power Slave.
Classic.
And pay up, everyone.
So you now owe. You're really in the hole. You were 200, and now you owe the slumlord here $8 in rent.
Gosh,
okay, I'm asking Stefan. Are you going?
I think he's in the air.
Show in
Jimmy. I'm rolling for you.
By the way, where is O2? Where's the arena or whatever?
Where is the old Wembley Arena?
It's the O2 Arena, and it's in it's in East London. It's in Stratford.
Jimmy, you got to
supposed to go. That's where we're supposed to go. You know what happened, Tanvir?
Actually, it's in Greenwich. It's in Greenwich, isn't it? The Greenwich show too. So Jimmy, it's in Greenwich, which is close to Stratford. Yeah.
Jimmy, you rolled.
We would have been right next to it,
Where
Jimmy,
am I?
if we'd gone to the Horse and Cart. That was right. That was pretty close. That was in Stratford.
What do I got there, Perrin?
You landed on No Prayer for the Dying. Under in no way, shape, or form would I buy No Prayer for the Dying.
I want to buy it.
I know now. Are you buying it?
Yeah, of course I'm buying it. I'm buying everything. I'm buying everything. I'm buying everything.
You're like my daughter. When we play Monopoly, she buys every property she lands.
We're only going around once. Might as well buy everything.
She's out of money. No, you got to save the money for the good stuff.
It's easy to be generous with imaginary cash.
That's right.
All right. No Prayer for the Dying. So Jimmy now owns 2 properties, and it's my turn. Poor Tanvir hasn't even had a chance to buy property yet.
Yeah, well, don't rub it in, Perrin. Yeah, be
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I land on Jimmy's Power Slave. Now I landed on Jimmy's No Prayer. So now I owe him $14.
Told you, it's all about buying.
Yeah, you got to get out of Jimmy's shadow, Perrin.
No, I know the metal voice and even the game. Like I need to start my own channel. I need to start my own channel.
You got to stop following Jimmy around.
I was in American television last week and everything, and I can't even break out on my own.
All right.
Jimmy's
Tanvir's turn. My turn.
I know. You're right. It's Tanvir's turn. I've forgotten about it.
I know it's difficult, Perrin. You're rolling for all of us.
Good wrist action there, Perrin.
You got an 8. He finally got a number. 1.
Obviously had an active adolescence, but we won't go into that.
Oh, Tanvir landed on Open the Box, so you're getting an
Open the Box.
So I'm going to take the first card off the top. Your card says the judge bought tickets for the show. Get out of jail free. So you have a get out of jail free card in your possession, Tanvir.
So if I get it, I'm not in jail yet, but
you're not. But if you do,
I'm destined to be in jail.
By the way, okay, Stefan's going to Nottingham. Where's Nottingham?
Nottingham is in the mid country. So
Manchester?
No, it's
Birmingham.
It's quite close to Birmingham. I mean,
but he's got to land in London, right? I figure he's got to land in London.
No, it's not. I mean, these are relative terms because one of your states is perhaps a lot larger than the whole of the UK. But Nottingham, I would say it's 2 hours drive away from. Well, not even. Yeah, 2 hours drive north of London. So
it's Birmingham.
Birmingham is perhaps an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Jimmy, it's your turn again.
Okay, go ahead. Roll.
7.
We're going to get a lot of people commenting now on UK geography on your comment section, Jimmy.
Yes, you landed on virtual 11.
Of course I did. Bye.
Not a good place to land, Jimmy. Not a good.
I know. First, No Prayer for the Dying, and then virtual 11.
Not a great album, to be honest.
Okay, Jimmy
Kenny Kessel. Good evening, Kenny. Kenny, we played this game. You could have jumped on if you jumped on the show a little bit earlier. But anyways, it doesn't matter. We're just going one round, and that's it.
All right,
just having fun.
You're that guy. See, this is why my family rule is you can't buy anything till you cross go once. Because there's always that.
Rule.
There's always that one person in the game who's gonna buy everything they land on, and you're gonna have no. If this was real money, you'd almost have no money left.
Oh, you're not a good loser, are you, Perrin? This isn't good.
I agree. Perrin, I do agree with that rule. You got to go around once to open it up.
My turn. Okay, I got a 9. I'm finally out of your shadow.
Not big numbers, Perrin. Big numbers. 9.
7, 8, 9. Oh, I landed on. It's the equivalent of a railroad, so it's like an airline. So I can buy one of the Eddie planes. But you know what? I'm not going to buy it. I don't want that for $200. Don't want it. I'm saving it for the good stuff.
Jeez, what are you saving it for? We're almost finished the game. We're halfway through.
No, I want to get some of the.
We're not playing. We're not playing the whole game, Aaron. It's just one round, right?
It's early here. The wife is out with friends tonight.
It's only 6:12 over here, by the way.
With friends, you know.
Yeah.
Who's
it's 11:20 here in the UK, I would say.
Yeah.
Your wife's gonna be like, "What in God's green earth are you doing?"
No, she's marking papers at the moment in the other room.
Online, if you're Canadian friends, she's gonna think you've totally.
Perrin, you roll those dice for me. Roll it well.
6. You got doubles. You're gonna get to go again. 6.
Nice. Is that the rule of Monopoly? You go twice when it's doubles?
4, 5, 6.
You do, but I think up to 3 times, then you go to jail. Isn't that the rule?
And
is that the rule? Wow, you guys are good.
The shyster here is getting more rent. You landed on virtual 11, so you owe Jimmy $18 in rent.
Oh, so, I know there's no money bag guy anymore because Gene Simmons owns the trademark to the money bag man, right? Doesn't he?
You know, Jimmy, to your credit, every property you've bought, we've had to pay rent on. So maybe you're.
Of course, I'm a slumlord in real life.
You're not gonna have money to buy houses and hotels. So Tanvir is going again. 7. 1,
7.
2, 3, 4,
7th
5,
son of the 7th son.
You're in jail.
Go to jail.
Oh, wait, that's not.
But you're just visiting.
Perrin.
You're just visiting.
Yeah.
You're just visiting.
So you landed in jail.
You're just visiting.
What did I do, Perrin? What did I do? What was my crime? What was my crime?
You just showed up at the jail.
You're just visiting. You're just visiting.
There must have been an outstanding warrant. So, but here's the good news: you have a get out of jail free card.
Hey, look at that.
So, unfortunately, you were further back, and you're not going to cross go. But you know, at least you have a get out of jail free card, and you don't have to pay. Good. My turn. Oh wait, no,
I have the scars. I have the scars. I've already been in there. I've dropped my soap.
Let me put you on the outside of the jail. This is Jimmy with a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Buy it.
Trooper stand. What happens on the trooper stand? So
buy it.
No, you can't. You can't buy it. It's but you get $150. So you actually.
Look at that.
Hang on. Why is it that? Yeah, what's going on here, Perrin?
Yeah, well, I don't remember what that spot is on a Monopoly board.
What is this? What's going on?
I'll have to look. He's making money.
He's making money. We're losing money.
He's the host of the show, but it's
all
right.
You're just following him around the whole board. What's going on?
I'm coming. I'm my turn. Let me see. I got a 6. Perfect. I landed on the Somewhere Back in Time compilation album.
Nice.
And buying that. See, it's expensive, but I go for the expensive property. I don't buy the little slums that Jimmy buys. I invest.
Hey, don't look after your pennies and they turn into pounds.
Location.
Is that what you guys say there? Count your pennies. They turn. Do you have pennies there?
We have pennies. Yeah, I mean it's turning more into a cashless society, but yes, we still have pennies.
Oh, no, we don't have pennies. We don't have pennies.
Kendra, don't say that, or we're gonna get on a big show.
We got rid of all our pennies.
Yeah,
we did.
Cashless society.
Kind of
reviewers.
Yeah, don't go to cashless.
I get to go again because I rolled doubles.
But we don't have pennies.
And I got an 8. Oh, this is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Senjutsu, which is the equivalent of Boardwalk. So while Jimmy is buying all the cheap property, I have 2 expensive properties now. Love it.
Look at Perrin.
The
big
mine.
Tycoon. Look at this guy. He's just buying it all up.
It comes naturally as well.
Not to ride you, but you know, you're kind of a peasant here. Like you don't own anything.
Oh my God, he called you a peasant.
You called me. I've been called worse. Yeah. I've been called worse, I have to say.
So no one has crossed past go yet, but myself.
But Jimmy, it's all about this album, isn't it, Jimmy?
It is.
It's all about this one.
That's right.
You old guys in that album.
All right. Old guys. We're not old. We're older.
Older. That's a Bon
Older.
Jovi song. I'm not old, just older.
Just older it is.
Do I
Don't
open our name now
don't say
here?
that on this channel.
Ah. All right. A
No,
big
no,
9
no,
for
no,
Tanvir.
no.
Tanvir, you have a decision to make. You've landed on a real live one. Is that
Ooh.
something you'd want to purchase?
Terrible
Well,
recording.
if I've landed on it, it might be dead now. Perhaps it's not live anymore. But
Well, I
Live.
questioned why it's not a real live dead one, but for whatever reason, it's just a real live one.
Hmm.
Or why is it not live at Donington? Because that also came out in the same era. But that, you know, so are you obtaining this property or are you declining?
yeah, I'm going to be reckless. I'm buying.
Buying. Yeah, that's your.
Whoa.
I think it's important that you
I
get
mean,
into the
I've
game.
got minus money, but I'm still buying.
Look
Yeah.
at it this way. If
You
you're
still have
behind us,
I'm living
we'll
the
never land
American
on your
dream.
property.
So a real live one. So Jimmy
Yeah.
owns 3 cheap properties.
Jimmy, don't kill
Tanvir
hope.
owns a
Don't kill
moderate
hope.
property, and I own 2 expensive properties. Like that.
Okay.
Jimmy, you're up. Jimmy, you're up.
All right.
Here we go. Ooh, big 10. 1,
That's it.
2, 3, 4,
3, 4,
5, 6,
5,
7,
6,
8,
7.
9, 10. Recording fee, pay $100. So you're out,
100. Hey,
you're
man.
out
Look
money.
at it. Recording.
You're out money, my friend, because you paid for all these properties. Now you own another 100.
What
But
am I going to do? I'm going to have
You-
to sell myself.
you rolled 10. So you're probably
You
gonna
need
pass
you
go
need
now.
more.
You're probably gonna
100
pass
ain't gonna
go.
cover it, mate. I know there's a market for everything, but 100 ain't gonna cover it.
Jimmy, you got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm past. Go. I get collect 250.
But you also got an open the box card. So I'm gonna
Open the box card.
Open the box.
You get
What's in the
200.
box?
Oh, and you also got a get out of jail free card.
Nice.
Probably because I didn't shuffle the cards at the start of the game.
I'm running free, my friend.
So I'll put your get out of jail free with your property.
Okay, you guys roll for the last time there. You're almost, I'm not sure, Perrin, you're at the end there.
I was last, so this is the last roll. So I'm gonna
Okay.
roll
Yeah, we're stretching this one by quite.
1, 2, 3. So I also pass.
I think
go.
people are getting a good idea of what the game's like. That's the whole point.
I think so.
I passed go. I got 200, but I also landed on the open the box, and I have to take the crew out for dinner, so it's going to cost me
Yeah.
$50. So I
That's
only
it.
collect, and that's
That's it.
cheap considering the.
And
size
didn't
of
we
the-
say that being the last move, that would actually be a real thing? So, Perrin, that means you owe me and Jimmy dinner.
Yes, that's right.
Tanvir, if we're all together at the same place at the same time, it'll be a pleasure to buy you dinner
Okay, that's it. That's the spirit.
on
Uh,
your turf or my turf. So, any questions out there, Jimmy? Any more questions about?
You know, I had better fish and chips in Montreal than I did in Britain.
You're not getting,
You're
you're not getting back in the country now, Jimmy.
Jimmy, if Tanvir
Yeah.
comes to town, we're going to take him to the Burgundy Lion. We're going to take him
Of
to
course,
the
we're going
Burgundy
to
Lion.
take him there. It's great. Yeah, it's great.
The
No, I'm just kidding.
Burgundy Lion.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
I tried.
It's the
sounds-
Montreal take on an English style pub. Although maybe if you come to Montreal, you don't want an English style pub. You might want to do something more.
He's
local
been to Montreal, by the way. He's been to Montreal before.
I have. I've spent many a night there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great place. It must have changed somewhat though. This was
No, it's the same.
early 90s.
Yeah,
pretty much the
the
same.
Yeah, St. Catherine Street.
That's right.
yeah, that's the main street or one of
As an,
them.
as an adolescent teen, I won't say any more.
So Tanvir on Saturday. On Saturday, I was going to go to Cart and Horses, and it was just jammed. It like the streets were jammed. There was so many. Like I didn't realize how many people there were.
Do you know what hurts more, Jimmy?
What?
She didn't win the award.
The what? Oh, she didn't win. Oh, your
She didn't win
daughter.
the award.
Okay.
She didn't win the award.
Guys,
It's
you're
okay.
getting
like-
into
You're
my
there for
world.
your kids. You're there for your kids.
I'm like super OCD. So whenever I played Monopoly, like my
Mhm.
brother was the type who just threw everything in there.
That
I have
thing.
to put it away meticulously, so we're ready to play
Yeah.
the next game.
I would just like kind of take the board and just like pour everything in the box.
Yeah.
All right. On that note,
Yeah.
it's time for supper. Tanvir, it's time for night night.
Time
Time
to
for
sleep.
time for milk and cookies.
All right, guys.
Gents,
Here's
always a
supper.
pleasure. Thank you.
Okay.